But now, oh yes, we get to bring up the large studio poets from the Center School in the Upper West Side. Come on up, poets.
Thank you. So as I said, we're the Large Studio Poets. We're from the Center School, and what we did was we took, we were given an enormous book of Emily Dickinson poems, and we took ones that we liked and we wrote poems that were inspired by them. And my poem is called, hold on, The Failed Ones. It's based on I Died for Beauty But Was Scarce, obviously by Emily Dickinson. All right. Waxy, dust-coated lips, finally perfect after searching for perfection. Hopeful plastic eyes, disembodied styrofoam. We are the ghosts of lovers, of ideals, mannequins, better dead than real. Our wishes are lying disassembled in rotting cardboard boxes. My reddish, bluish mind begs for hospital flowers. Thank you. Our next poet is Alicia Alexis.
My name is Alicia Alexis, and my poem is based off of The Moon is Distant from the Sea. The moon is distant from the sea, like the stars, never close, never far. That breaking water reaches for that silver light, only to crash back down to earth. The higher you fly, the harder you fall. This is what Luna tells them. And like a child, tsunamis rage upon the people in spite of all their achievements. Success is distant from failure. Despair is distant from happiness. Only those who know the beauty of destructive nature can fly high enough to reach my crooked, cold, deadly earth. Thanks. Our next poet is Soraya Benoit.
Hi, I'm Soraya, and my poem is based on Because I Could Not Stop for Death, and it's called Every Soul is Eternal in Spite of Death. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. After hours of strolling behind him, in his shadows, in his warmth, in his intoxicating unknown presence, he stopped for me. Death asked to take a walk, through the park where the children play, through the streets where the people rush, not knowing their own lives are rushing by besides them. He asked to take a walk through an empty street and sit and watch the sunset. We slow our pace to a stroll, no longer needing to rush, leaving our memories behind us, leaving love and meaning, and leaving life. Pausing before an eternal pit, smiling, he leaves me, knowing I know what to do. I slowly look down at the pit. A wave of heat overcomes me. With every second, my eyes tear more and more, feeling as if they were on fire. The hair on my body stands. I feel like my blood is turning to ice. All of my skin peels, falling off one piece at a time. Slowly but surely, I turn to nothing, seeing no part of me, but still existing. I start to understand. As I walk up to the pit and I look into the sky, trying to find the beauty in it that others say they saw. But as I look up, I see nothing. I see blue reaching to each end of nowhere. And as I look down, I see the pit reaching to each end of nowhere. I start to understand. I jump in. I understand as I still burn, feeling heat unbearable to man against my body of nothingness. I understand. Every soul is eternal in spite of death. Next up is Elizabeth Hibbert.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hibbert, and my poem is based on I never hear the water escape. But I tug, childish as my bars, trying to move on, trying to go far. Yet it seems I cannot just be gone, for I feel a tug from one world, yet a tug from the back. For this is the problem when you are swirled to adulthood and back. Sitting in this halfway land, neither fully grown nor idly playing in the sand, many choices I am shown, yet not allowed to pick my own, until the dreaded, yet loved day comes, when I am truly on my own. Thank you. And the next poet is Sydney Arnold.
I'm Sydney, and my poem is inspired by The Soul Selects Her Own Society. The soft humming of the clock in the corner slows to the sound of a beating heart, a heart cascaded under pinstripes and painted smiles, which do not exist. Strings move steadily through the frozen air, painted smile taut with an unclear pain. Bowing towards the humming creasing, his own heart folded over paperweights. A bronze horse has risen from the ashes of too many battles, cascading down the streets, towards the blood pools soaking at the end of his pinstriped gown. Feet dragging behind the red-streaked silken arms, lurched upwards in a fashion only those with folded hearts could have. Heads nod, with the saints resting atop the majesties. The church bell lets out 3 cries, and the pinstriped garment is whirling up into the skies, frisking through the wind, and back onto the stage where the strings jerk and a man gleaming with a painted smile. Thank you. Up next is Milo Salche.